So as you already know, the city jerseys were dropped for NBA 2K22, but they also dropped the courts. And you know what? I want to talk about those as well, because some of them are pretty damn nice. Get pasa to the pack. It is Pack here. Before the video starts, please join the pack and subscribe. That is essential for the channel to grow, so please help me out. And I'm going to go through team by team. Obviously, not every team has a city court, but we're going to go through all of them right here. I think it's like 15, 17, something like that. Right? We're starting off with the Philadelphia 76ers. I like this one. I really actually like this one a lot. Now, what I've been liking about this whole city theme this year is that they've been picking all of the team's history and putting it into one design. And you kind of see a big part of that with this Sixers court. You see the new 76ers logo on the court, but you see the old lettering on the court. You see the old, I think, like Spectrum Forum logo in the middle. It says brotherly love on the side in cursive. It has a little like rainbow thing they used to do. I love that they're adding all these different types of eras of the 76ers into one court. It's beautiful. I really mess with that because I love tradition and like bringing stuff back from old. This is a really nice one. I like it a lot. Up next is the Cavaliers Court. This one's a little more focused on the old Cleveland Cavaliers design, the colors, the actual logo itself, and even like the minimalistic look of it. I actually don't think this looks bad, but I also don't necessarily think I like it a lot. I think it's for real. I like the jerseys way more than the court itself, but I think that the jerseys and the court together look pretty nice, and I like it a lot. Next one is the Atlanta Hawks one. So I think most of us can agree that the Hawks logo is really cool. I like that Hawks logo a lot. I kind of like how the ball color is the same as the Hawk color. I like the lettering, I like the colors of the letters, all that stuff. I think the 404, all that stuff I like, right? The only thing I don't like is I think it's called Gaussian transition. I think that's what it's called, right? When you get a color and then mesh it into another color. I already don't like it in the first place. In fact, in college, they taught me this is a pretty big no-no when it comes to design, right? You don't do this ever, right? But if you're gonna do it, you really don't do it with two completely different colors. And they did it with black and red. And it just looks awful because now, instead of you seeing a red and black court, you see a brown court. Do you see the problem? You really don't do this. And that's why this court is so close to being really nice, but the Gaussian change just makes it look bad, right? Now this next one is the Miami Heat court. So I didn't like the jerseys. You already know my opinion on that one. But the court itself is really nice. Now, obviously, I don't like the lettering on the side. That's the one thing I don't like. But the complete black design with the red lines and like the pink three-point line and the logo in the middle. I actually like the logo in the middle a lot and the way they designed it. I like it. They completely pooped out of a sponsor on the court. It looks awful, right? Like it's not even, like it's weird because it's not even a rectangle. It's like they messed up the logo completely on the side. The sponsor looks awful here. I wish they removed it. It's just terrible. But in terms of the court itself, compared to the jerseys, I actually like the court a lot. It's just the jerseys I don't like. Now, this next one is the Charlotte Hornets court. Now, you're going to be annoyed with me because I'm going to say this right now. I love this court. It looks beautiful. I love this court. But you're like, Pack, didn't you just say Gaussian change is garbage? Yes, if you do it with two different colors. Yes, like black and red. But this is a blue to another blue. So it doesn't look as bad. I'm going to be honest with you, it still doesn't look very good when you do it. But I like it a little bit more here. I love the basketball right there. Like, I don't know why that looks so cool to me. It's like a tuned down version of what they've done before. It's a throwback. I like this one a lot. It goes great with their jerseys. It just looks beautiful. It's clean. Now this next one is the Utah Jazz one. I am not going to take too much time here because it's literally the exact same court as last year and the same jerseys. We all loved it. I think it's really nice. It's just we've seen it already. It's not like new or anything. This Knicks one. I know I'm sounding a little annoying because I keep kind of hating on all these courts. I think this court's okay. I think the court is better than the jersey because I didn't like the Knicks jersey this year for the city. I don't like the whole checkered thing going on the side. I kind of like the black and orange thing, but it's just reminded me of like Halloween, right? Maybe there needs to be a little more blue here and there. I don't know. I feel that way. I think it's way too much black and orange and not enough blue. If they added more blue, it would look a little better, but they only have blue in the three-point line. And they have their retired numbers on the court, which I like a lot. But again, I'm having to find things I like rather than just liking the court. right? Now, this next one is the Dallas Mavericks court. So before I said that I kind of like the jerseys, but I really like the court. I really like the court. It's the throwback, but they're adding in the new stuff. For example, like the Dallas skyline is on like below. That looks sick. And if we're being real, it's a beautiful skyline. You have Dirk, where he would do his fadeaways on the court with the old Dallas Mavericks colors and logos and stuff like that. All into one. Blue and green look great together. Beautiful court. One of the better Dallas Mavericks courts ever. Just straight up. I love it. Now this Nets one, I like the Nets city jersey, which is a throwback to their old jerseys. I like the court itself. I like that it's meshing all these different eras of the Nets with the era with Drazen Petrovic with the Nets logo in the middle, the era of Jason Kidd with the colors of the court and the Nets logo on the side, and then the Brooklyn Nets lettering is the current era with the Barclays Center. All into one. I will say though, I think they did too much of the early 2000s Nets stuff here. I wish there was a little more black and white here and there maybe. I kind of wish it didn't have the different Nets logos. Like I don't like that there's the Nets logo from the 80s and 90s, but then the Nets logo from the 2000s on the side. It makes it look inconsistent, right? But still, this is still a nice court. I like the court a lot, especially with like the whole checkering court, which they have now. I love that. That's awesome. The Denver Nuggets court is decent. The jersey's way better than the court because it's literally just a normal Denver Nuggets court, but instead they have the new logo in the middle with the Denver with the little like old rainbow thing they had going on. Kind of like the 76ers. I love this one a lot. It's just not as cool as the jersey itself, but it's still nice. This next one is the Detroit Pistons one. So far, I'm going to say this is my favorite one. I got to be honest with you. Detroit, I'm saying full send, baby. It's time to abandon what you have right now and commit to this court and commit to those jerseys. Looks way better. And it's time. Think about it. You're in a new phase of Detroit Pistons basketball. You're changing. You're rebuilding. Commit to the change. It looks great. That court looks great. I love the Detroit with the little thing on the bottom. I love like you can see the circle throughout the court, but it's cut off with the court itself. It looks nice. It's fresh. It gets me kind of happy. Detroit's been kind of depressing jerseys lately. I know it's not hard like how Detroit Pistons are supposed to be, but it still looks really nice. Now up next we have the Toronto Raptor city jersey with the OVO colors, obviously, and they have North spelled out in a bunch of different languages around the trim. Welcome to Toronto on the side. I like that they have also like the on the court wood itself. They have like the little triangle thing they've been doing for years now. I love this court. I do wish it had a little bit of red here and there because you know that's like their main color, right? Or even purple or something. But I still like it. I do like it. I like that they have an identity. I like that they have heritage. I like that. I think it's really cool. That logo's awesome. Their font is awesome. It's a great court. It really is. Up next is the Rockets one. When I first looked at it, I didn't like it. But now that I look at it, I do like it. It's a throwback to everything. I dig it when teams do that. It's a throwback to the old Houston font, the old logo with the colors of the 2000s. But then they have modern stuff with the logo on the inside of the three-point line. It's just all the eras into one. I'm telling you, I'm really into that. I really like that they're doing that. It is a little plain and basic of a court, no doubt. Like compared to the Hornets, this is a very basic court. But I like that they've added all the eras into one, and it looks beautiful. I love this court, bro. Baby, this is the best court in the NBA, the Fiesta Court. Oh my God, it's gorgeous. It's always gorgeous. This is the best court in basketball. I honestly believe the Spurs need to commit. And this should be the court for the rest of the year. I think the silver and black was an era of dominance, and we're definitely in a new era now. And I think it's time to bring in the Fiesta. It's so much more San Antonio, you know what I mean? You can still keep the silver and black jerseys. I mean, that's iconic. That's what they've done forever. But this court, this Fiesta theme, it needs to come back. I think every Spurs fan is agreeing that the Fiesta theme is beautiful, and it needs to come back. It's awesome. The merch is great. The logo in the middle is awesome. I will think that the paint, like the paint in the actual, you know, like the paint, right? Shouldn't be black. I think it should be pink, how they used to have it, with like a turquoise trim on the side, maybe, and maybe like an orange three-point line, maybe, I don't know, something like that. Now, the Suns Valley one, again, I'm not going to talk about this one too much because it was the same one as last year. It's a really nice court. It's the same as last year, though, but it's nice. It's very nice. Next up is OKC. The jerseys I didn't like. The court I don't like. I kind of like what they're going for, but I don't like the pinstripe thing going on the side. It's just, it's close to being a pretty nice court, but it's not. And then the whole sponsor, which is a completely different color, completely ruins it. I kind of wish I got sponsors and told them to use the same color as the court for special events like this, but whatever. And the last court is the Warriors Court. I don't need to spend much time on this because it's literally the normal Warriors Court, but it's the 75th anniversary logo in the middle. That's literally all they did. But I like the logo. It's just basic, right? Those are all the courts. What do you think about it? Which one's your favorite? Leave it in the comments below. And if you like the channel, please give it a sub, and I'll see you guys next time.